Dr. Omar Karim.
I'm really excited to be here. I've now transitioned fully as the executive director for the chamber.
You don't have a problem speaking in front of people?
I don't know, we'll see. Let's not get ahead of myself.
It'll come automatic that every day I'll want to get up at 5 a.m. Did you have the Matilda
no,
cake?
I haven't.
Okay, well you got to go back. It's worth the trip.
Matilda cake, we'll remember that. We need more members for the Parksville District Chamber of Commerce, so if I don't know you, hopefully we'll get you in here and recruit you.
All right, well, we are back with another episode of Conversations with Kirk, and special guest today is Dr. Omar Karim, and you're with the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce. We've got to know each other there. I'm a director on the board, and well, welcome. So yeah, some exciting things have been happening over there.
I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah.
I heard about your podcast, and I'm honored to be on it. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, right on. So okay, we gotta go back a little bit because how'd you end up on the chamber or being the executive director at the chamber? How did this come about? Because now you've been there it's been a couple years now.
Well, actually, it's funny. It's been since last May.
Okay.
So I joined the board last May through my actual role at Vancouver Island University.
Yeah.
Thanks to our previous board member, Rob Ferguson at VIU, who also recommended me for the board position. And then I started in the role, immediately became the vice president of the board.
Yeah.
And then essentially it was in November when our previous ED had left. And then part of our bylaws was that one of the five executives had to step in. And I got the lucky hat to step in. And there we go. And I was interim ED.
Yeah.
And officially as of just this month, I've now transitioned fully as the executive director for the chamber.
Okay, wow, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
So was this something that you had on your radar? Like, obviously you're a professor at the university. Were you looking for other opportunities, or just something that just kind of came along, fell in your lap? Or was this the progression of where you as far as your, I don't know, professional plan, career plan?
It's actually pretty interesting. I always loved challenges, and when I first got involved with the chamber and had the challenge of the interim ED, well, I remember one thing I told our board was, hey, if I'm going to start in this role, it's just really important that we got to be open for change, a little bit fresh.
Yeah.
And I just had fun with it. And it was so amazing connecting with members of our Parksville and district community, learning about the businesses, seeing the impact. And so it actually was never a part of my plan. It kind of just happened. And here I am, and really grateful. Yeah.
So you kind of go with the flow type person, or
I think I've always, as a professor, I was teaching the MBA program, and it's really interesting. I was teaching management and leadership, but I also help folks with work integrated learning. So I'd approve internships. I would help design the curriculum for the MBA work integrated learning program. And I've been doing that for a few years.
Right.
I've been at VIU for 12 years actually in total.
Wow, okay.
And so, I was also looking for a change a little bit, change things up.
Okay.
I have my side projects that I'm passionate about as well. And then this just seemed like a really nice fit that creates some balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Well, we're happy to have you at the Parksville Chamber, and it's been a great addition. But let's go back a little bit. So where did you grow up? How long have you been in the area? What's your kind of background? And tell us a little bit. We want to get to know you.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I met you for the first time, I would just greet, and for the members in the audience today, I'd greet you in my traditional language by saying Kemcho, Jambo, and Yalimadat. And I do that by honoring my ancestry. I'm the son of Diamond and Shamshi Karim. My dad is from Uganda.
Okay.
And my mom's from Nairobi, Kenya, but Indian descent.
Okay.
So Kemcho means it's Gujarati, and Jambo's in Swahili. And Ya Alimadat is a traditional greeting. I grew up here as an Ismaili Canadian. Okay. So I was born and raised in Vancouver. Okay. And in Burnaby in particular. Everyone says Vancouver, but it's actually Burnaby. And I've been on the island now for about 12 years.
How did you get over here? What brought you to the island?
It was actually the MBA program at VIU. They had a dual master's, brought me over here. And honestly, it was probably one of the best decisions ever. Yeah.
Oh, right on. So now your family still lives on the mainland, or have they made the transition over to the island yet?
No, my parents live in the main. They live in Vancouver. Yeah. I have an older brother. He's 8 years older. He's actually on TV.
Oh, really?
He's a sports anchor for TNT, and my sister is a lawyer in Mississauga. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay.
So we're all kind of spread out, right? Yeah. All different parts of the country, and he's in the States. My sister's in Toronto, and I'm on the island, and my parents are right in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So you've been involved in business. Have you been thinking of at some point will you start your own business, or do you like educating others on business? Kind of where's your passion lie on that side?
Well, I've actually done a lot of things, I would say, in terms of business. I started a co-working space in Nanaimo. The building got sold. Actually, it's what we now would call Input Co-work actually operates that building. I've done, went through this whole transition of starting a logistics and transportation company way back when, and then COVID happened, which changed the industry. But something I'm really passionate about is youth leadership and development. And so I actually started an organization in 2019. It's called the Global Emerging Leadership Programs. And we do different, programming with post-secondary schools in different countries. It started as a passion project. It's now a nonprofit called the GELP Foundation.
Okay, yeah.
And we do programs in Dubai, and I was just in Thailand last year, in India.
Really?
So it's been pretty cool. Yeah.
So what is that? So that's taking you around the world, around the globe.
Yeah.
What are you doing on these projects? What's involved with that, with the GELP Foundation?
Yeah, so we actually curate, evidence-based workshops. We bring industry leaders, like yourself could join us on one of the trips if you like. We bring academics all around the country. We had some folks joining from the United States and Germany last time we went. And essentially what we do is a multi-city leadership program. And we work in collaboration with different universities and colleges, but also schools that don't necessarily get that access to quality education.
Okay.
One of our partners that is just an amazing partner, it's our inclusion partner, is actually in an area called Pune, and the city is Alandi. And essentially, it's called the Jagriti School for Blind Girls. And it was so amazing. We've been to the school now twice. The first time we were there, we were in this opportunity where we were coming with this leadership program, and we're working with the students, but it actually ended up being the students were teaching us.
Oh, really?
It was just an amazing and humbling experience. And really thankful for those types of opportunities through that lens of GELP. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see GELP going? What are the next steps for that?
Well, we have a separate team. I'm one of the directors on the foundation.
Okay.
And I'm just so grateful for our entire team and all the work that they're doing on the ground. We're a group of volunteers and just folks all across the country, special advisors in different countries who are working for this common goal around career and skill development and supporting people in those pathways. And so, the next step is to continue being able to provide education to remote areas, to be able to support youth leadership development, and to help people develop their skills.
Cool, that's so cool. And then you locally here, you've got the youth leadership program. You guys run an event here.
Yeah.
Was that connected with GELP as well?
Yeah, GELP was a partner with the chamber.
Okay.
And essentially what we did was we brought about 80 to 100, I would say, high school students all across Canada. They were at Vancouver Island University for the camp, but we really wanted to show them, hey, Parksville and District.
Yeah.
So part of the program is we actually brought the students to the Summer by the Sea market. They were able to participate with some of our vendors, learn about the beauty of Parksville and some of our companies here. And we've done this now for 2 years. It was actually, we did it last year before I was the executive director or involved with the chamber as well. Yeah.
Very cool. So your role in the chamber now, what's a day, what are your day-to-day activities look like there and right now?
Well, the chamber is, it's been an amazing experience. We started, when I first started, as you know as well, we were in a bit of a deficit or, some opportunities for some growth. And within 5 months, from that deficit of about 100,000, we were able to recoup that.
Yeah,
right?
That's awesome. How
and
quickly.
Yeah, just to be able to put that all together. But now it's building, and it's about collaborating, and it's about partnership, and it's about community. It's about hearing the stories of our organizations and uplifting and amplifying voices in our community. And so right now it's just a lot of back-to-back meetings. It's a lot of strategic planning. We're actually planning all of our events for the entire year, booking every single venue now. So that all of our chamber membership and all of our members can have access. They can block the dates in their calendar and join us for some of those events.
Okay, well that's so cool. Actually, I want to sidetrack a little bit here because you just talked about this forward planning, and now has AI been do you use AI a lot? Is it helpful? Because I find in my life planning, there's using some of the tools has just really streamlined and sped up how we can just plan forward and have everything organized. Do you use AI in that sense? Or?
Yeah, if you're not using AI right now, everyone has different interpretations or perspectives on AI.
Yeah.
But even when I taught my students in my class, it's about you can use AI to help create a base, but you have to use your own critical thinking and intellectual skills
Right.
to be able to understand how that placement makes sense.
Right.
But a lot of the work in the chamber, you can use AI to the extent, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of like physical bookings and in-person events where
Yeah.
AI isn't really
No,
involved, but you can utilize it as a template to support different opportunities.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you have a good team that you've, I guess, curated or brought with you here and we've benefited so much, and that's because of your connection with the university, right? And you've got some interns there working, and then the Entrepreneur Hub.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? I think that I think there's a lot of people in the Parksville Qualicum area that aren't completely aware of what it is and how it's a huge opportunity if they want to utilize that for a lot of business owners.
So one thing that when we started here in the Parksville district, we realized that there's a bit of a gap in our market. We have these nonprofit organizations and small, medium-sized enterprises that are looking for opportunities of support. And sometimes the budgets can be quite tight. So what we're actually doing at the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce, we launched an Entrepreneur Hub. The notion of the Entrepreneur Hub is we're partnering with post-secondary institutions like Vancouver Island University. We're in talks with other institutions like University of Victoria, UBC and SFU are in the loop. It's kind of happening, some conversations. We hope to connect with any other school that would like to connect with us as well. But really integrating work-integrated learning and co-op and internships within the chamber to provide services and support for organizations. So this could be doing a feasibility study. If you're looking to start a business in Parksville and District, we can actually help you do the research, do the focus groups. This is where that doctoral lens helps a little bit to think about how this would work, how we would implement this, what are the risks, what are the mitigations. We also help a bit with the marketing piece for groups that don't have enough budgets to expand the work. So it really depends on the organization, their needs.
And this is within the Entrepreneur Hub then?
Yes, yeah.
So how would a local business person or a nonprofit, what does that look like? So would you create, they tell you what they're looking for, you'll create a budget or like a timeline that there's obviously a cost to it, but I feel like the cost is quite affordable in most cases because you're doing other projects and that helps, right? Because if they're looking to go out and hire another organization to do this type of work, it's typically there's a much higher cost than what you are able to do it for, right?
Yeah, just imagine you have these kind of, let's say, consultants that are a team-based group that's working on your projects. We work within budgets. We can talk about scope in terms of what we're able to achieve. We try to keep the projects between 4 to 6 months so that then we can also then take that project and, the business will now or nonprofit organization. Now we're trying to enable them and empower them to create systems that they may not need us after, or that maybe now they're ready to meet one of our members because they've been able to build a certain base where now one of our members can take that forward. So it just depends on the situation, but we're really trying to empower these organizations, and we have flexibility to work within budgets as well too.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think it's awesome. I've talked with you guys a lot about that too. Now, if there's somebody in the community, small business owner, then they're not currently a member of the chamber, what would you say to them to encourage them to become a part of the chamber? Like, what kind of benefits are they going to see?
Well, the first thing I would say is that if you're not a member of the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce, come and meet us. We want to meet you. This is an opportunity for us to amplify your voice, to be able to connect your organizations to other organizations that might benefit your business. There's a lot of benefits that we have the chamber. We have member-to-member benefits, which give you discounts on certain products and services. Obviously, we have the chamber insurance benefits plan that a lot of organizations utilize as a way to support their employees and to have the insurance and different options based on your interest. But also, I would say one of the biggest values of chambers is the opportunity to network, the opportunity to build community, maybe scout businesses. And I think now what we've added with the Entrepreneur Hub is to accelerate your business. So if you're looking for access to funding, research and development, we've added this lens into the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce, which I think gives quite a bit of value for, the fee at the chamber is around just over $200 to $300 for a membership annually. And you get all this access. So I think these are some extra benefits we've added.
Yeah, for me, it's a no-brainer. The value is there. Like it's great. And there's multiple opportunities every month to get together, network, to learn, and help each other out. So we're going, like the business after hours events are they're really cool, because I've got to go and go to other businesses that I wouldn't normally go to, learn about what it is that they do, and then there's been other connections that have come about from that as well. So it forces me to get out, meet new people, learn things, and so it's been awesome. But now let's have some fun.
Okay, let's do it.
So some questions. We'll call this Would You Rather. So
would you rather? Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first Would You Rather is, would you rather give a keynote presentation to 1,000 people or lead a workshop of 10 entrepreneurs?
I would say a keynote to 1,000 people.
Okay. You don't have a problem speaking in front of people?
I don't know. We'll see. I was talking ahead of myself.
Okay, well, just do it. Would you rather start a new business from scratch or take over an established business and grow it?
I think that's a really tough question, but if I had to answer in this moment, I would say exactly what we're doing with the chamber, taking it over an established business and grow it.
Okay, good answer. And would you rather have an extra 2 hours every day or an extra day every week?
2 hours every day, extra hours every day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Would you rather attend a networking event where you know everyone or where you know nobody?
I would say where I know nobody.
Okay. You're okay with that, going in a crowd?
We need more members for the Parksville District Chamber of Commerce. So if I don't know you, hopefully we'll get you in here and recruit you.
Exactly. And would you rather spend a weekend exploring Vancouver Island or travel somewhere else completely new?
Travel somewhere else completely new. I mean, we have so many beautiful spots at Vancouver Island, but I just love learning about new culture and people. So
okay, cool. What's the coolest place or your favorite place that you've traveled around the world?
So I had an opportunity last year to speak at the United Nations in Thailand.
Oh wow,
that was really cool. But also India. There's so many memories from different parts of India and some of the schools, especially in Chennai and Hyderabad. I know I was in Kochi, just so many beautiful places. Cool. But I would say what comes to my mind when you mention that is India and Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now rapid fire questions.
Okay, rapid fire, here we go.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
So you're getting more done later in the day?
Well, I have to become a morning person now, so I'm trying to
By force or what?
Yeah, I guess you'd say so. Yeah, but I can be a morning person if I have to be.
Okay.
But I prefer to be a night owl.
All right. Okay, cool. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay, and what are you having in your coffee? Anything?
Just black.
Straight black. Have you always drank it black, or is this?
I think that's the thing for my parents, but you really get to taste the coffee, so I just really enjoy that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Favorite thing about living on Vancouver Island?
I just love that you're like 10 minutes away from the water, the beaches. It's just quite accessible, and I think that's what I love about it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Do you like reading books or listening to podcasts?
I think I'm an in-betweener on that one. I know that for my doctoral thesis, I had to read a lot of books, and now I'm listening to a lot of podcasts. So I think I'm just kind of moving towards more podcasts.
Okay. Do you have a current podcast that you're really into that?
Well, we started a new one, which is Thrive Local with the Chamber of Commerce. So you should check it out.
Okay. Right on. Yes. Good answer. Favorite local restaurant?
Okay, so we have a lot of amazing restaurants here. That's a tough one to choose.
Okay, especially if you're in the chamber. It's
yes.
Like you don't want to narrow anyone
But how about this? I will mention a restaurant I went to the other day.
Perfect.
Which was the New Spey Cafe, which is part of our district, and the food there is amazing.
Yeah. What's the cake? They have that cake. Oh, the Matilda cake. Did you have the Matilda
cake?
No,
I haven't.
Okay, well, you got to go back.
Okay,
It's worth the trip.
Okay, I'll gotta try that.
It's chocolate cake. It's so good.
Is it good?
Oh,
okay.
Well,
Matilda cake. I'm going to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Favorite way to spend a day off? What are you doing when you're not working?
I actually love hiking.
Okay.
Playing some pickleball, hanging out with friends, going to a lake, going for a swim.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Resorts are nice too. You know?
Yeah.
You'll go to
too. Live it up. Luxury lifestyle. What's one quality you feel every great leader should have?
I would say humility and gratitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one piece of advice you give for someone that's just starting out a new business?
It's important that when you're starting out a new business there might be some times where you're going to face challenges or obstacles, but it's important to take a moment, be present with yourself, and to continue to believe in yourself. Because as you can continue to believe in yourself, eventually those obstacles will seem a little bit easier. You'll find ways to maneuver around different resources to be able to achieve those goals. And so I think the greatest gift you can give to yourself is to believe in yourself.
All right, belief. That is very good. And last, what's one word you would use to describe the future of the Parksville and District Chamber of Commerce?
There's a lot of the words that come to my mind, but I think that one word I would just say is inspired, or inspired, yeah.
Right on. So now this portion is where I deliver up a piece of Walper Wisdom, and I'll invite you to also share your Karim wisdom. But my wisdom for today, this morning I was out for a walk, and it was like, I always think that I'm trying to do things over and over and create a discipline and some repetition and some consistency. And for some reason, I always think that at some point it's just going to get easy. Like all of that repetition and consistency will just somehow become automatic, that every day I'll want to get up at 5 a.m. and I'll want to eat and I'll, properly and go to the gym. So my Walper wisdom is, you need to realize that it just never gets easy. And as soon as you accept that, then you can just move forward. But anyways, that's my Walper wisdom for today. But how about you? Do you have a wisdom, some wise words you'd like to share?
I think that there's three things that I live by. Might be the words of wisdom I'll share for today.
Yeah.
Number one is to do good things with good intentions. Number two is to do things with meaning and purpose. And number three is to go big or go home. So either you do it like you go all in,
I like it,
or you just stay at home.
Yeah. That's cool. So if there's local business, they're curious about getting involved with the chamber, like what's the first step? Do they show up to an event? Should they reach out directly to the chamber? Should they stop by the chamber office?
Well, they can go directly to our website, parksvillechamber.com. You can register to be a member directly on our website. Someone will be in touch with you. There's an application form. You can also just come right to the visitor center. It's right when you enter on Island Highway in Parksville. And you can also reach out to us at info@parksvillechamber.com.
Yeah, and that new website is just phenomenal. Like, it's so easy to navigate.
Yeah.
So like, if people are looking for an example of how to design a website, they should go check that one out, because you guys did a great job with that. And okay, well, that pretty much wraps us up. It's been, you bring so much energy just to this and to this setting and to the chamber. We've had a lot of fun. That you've been attracting a lot of new members and just a lot of good things happening. So Dr. Omar Karim, thank you for being here today. And thank you to everybody that's been watching. And if you want to check out the Chamber of Commerce, go to the website, stop by, have a conversation with Omar. And thanks again for watching.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all.